Good afternoon. My best friend is the complete opposite of me. She likes to wear leggings and keep her hair up. I prefer jeans and wearing my hair down. She likes listening to rap music while I usually gravitate towards R&B. We do not share the same skin color. We do not share the same hair type. If you saw us standing next to each other, you might assume we have very little in common. But when I look at her, I do not see any of these differences. I see the person who has supported me through difficult moments, celebrated my successes, and helped shape who I am today. Our friendship taught me something important. Meaningful connections are not built on appearances, they are built on understanding. I have moved more than 8 times in my 17 years of life. Every time I moved, I entered a new environment filled with unfamiliar faces. I had to learn how to make friends, how to connect with people, and how to find community. Through those experiences, I realized that the strongest connections often come from the people we least expect. That is why I want to leave you with this idea today. Be the music that floats between countries. Even when we do not understand the language, we can still understand the emotions behind it. In the same way, we should not be quick to judge people based on what we see on the surface. Instead, we should focus on finding common ground. To begin, people are much more complex than they appear. We often make assumptions about others based on how they look, dress, or act. I experienced this myself. Many people are surprised to learn that I enjoy basketball and reading DC comics. Because I am a girl, some people assume those interests do not fit me. My best friend experiences something similar as well. She's an avid Lego collector. If you met her for the first time, that would probably not be your first get. Yes, it's one of her favorite hobbies. These examples might seem small, but they reveal a larger truth. Our interests, passions, and personalities cannot be accurately summarized by appearance alone. Each person carries a story that we cannot immediately see. I remember gaining a completely new perspective on one of my bosses after learning that he worked 2 jobs to support his family. What I once interpreted as stress or impatience suddenly became more sense. I had a similar experience with one of my teachers. After hearing about his wife's cancer diagnosis, I understood why he seemed exhausted some days. Learning even a small part about his story transformed my perception of him. When we take the time to learn about others, we gain empathy. We stop seeing stereotypes and start seeing human beings. People are complicated. The stories they carry shape who they are and how they present themselves. First impressions are not always the best impressions. This idea extends beyond individuals. We can see it in media that connects people around the world. Think about music. Music is often written in different languages, yet it has the power to unite millions of people. One of the best examples is the Beatles. Their music has become popular across the globe, even in countries where English was not the dominant language. Somehow, a song written people connected with melodies, the emotions, and the message. The same thing happens with classical music. Beethoven's Fur Elise contains no lyrics at all, yet people across generations and cultures instantly recognize it. Somehow, a song written centuries ago can still evoke emotions in people today. Music reminds us that connection does not require complete similarity. Sometimes emotions alone are enough. Movies demonstrate this as well. Hollywood films have audiences all over the world. At the same time, Bollywood films continue to attract viewers far beyond India. International films have become so popular that subtitles are now common because people are more willing to cross language barriers to experience great stories. Why? Because people connect with emotions. They connect with hope, love, fear, loss, and joy. These feelings are universal. Human connection is not limited by language, nationality, or culture. The media we consume proves that meaningful connections can form across tremendous differences. But why does this matter? It matters because stepping beyond superficial divisions improves our lives. When we form deeper and more meaningful connections, we become happier. As I moved from place to place growing up, I learned that one genuine friend is worth more than 10 casual acquaintances. Real friendships provide support, trust, and belonging. My friendship with my best friend taught me this lesson. Ironically, many of our differences strengthened our relationship. Because we approached situations from different perspectives, we learned from each other. Instead of constantly agreeing, we grew together. Building connection also increases empathy. The more stories I hear from friends, teachers, coworkers, and mentors, the more willing I become to try new things, the things that I once dismissed. I became more open-minded, I became less judgmental, and more importantly, I became kinder. Every conversation became an opportunity to learn something new. In the end, if we focus too much on small differences, we might risk missing the bigger picture. Remember this. Be the music that floats between countries. We may not understand the language someone speaks, the hobbies they enjoy, or the way they present themselves, but beneath those differences are emotions, experiences, and stories that are often more similar to our own than we realize. The next time you see someone who looks different from you, do not dismiss them. Instead, be curious, ask questions, learn their story. You may discover an unlikely friendship, a lesson, or a perspective that changes your life. Potential friends and meaningful connections often hide where we least expect them. If we never stop to look, we may miss some of the most important people we will ever meet. So, be like a beetle, like the insect. Adapt to different environments and thrive wherever you go. Like the band, connect people across cultures and borders. Show others that differences do not have to define us, because no hurdle is too great when we choose connection over judgment. Thank you.